Good evening, friends. This is the aaronzero channel, and our program is called Today's Noise, where we tell you about today's news. And so there is much elation in the Indian government over the recently concluded US India trade deal, but it ain't final till it's signed, and it's supposed to be signed sometime in March. And according to the Commerce Minister, Mr. Goyal, his counterpart, Mr. Jameson, will be in New Delhi to sign it. And what does it give us? Well, it's a cross of mix and melange of many things. Indian textiles, footwear, diamonds, marine products will get a boost from zero tariffs, as well as pharma products and minerals and some agricultural products, some automobile parts and aircraft parts. They will get a boost. At the same time, it is not totally clear whether Mr. Modi has agreed to import of US farm products, which he had promised he would not have, and he would protect the interests of the Indian farmer and dairy people also. So, according to the Commerce Minister, the farmers and small businesses have been protected from those kind of products from the USA, and including genetically modified corn and soya bean and stuff like that. But they will be importing a certain amount of them for as an animal feed and also ethanol, stuff like that. And we will get lots of American nuts to eat: almonds, pistachios, walnuts, some American liquor, could be wine, beer, whiskey, etc. And that will be the deal which will be implemented in March. And of course, with Mr. Trump, you can never be too certain because he might change his mind and then suddenly the tariffs will be coming on up. Of course, the main thrust of the trade deal revolves around India not buying Russian oil. And that's supposed to be a big no no, though India has already said that it is for them to decide the energy imports and energy security of India. So that remains to be seen. And India apparently has agreed to $500 billion worth of imports of US goods over 5 years, oil, coal products, and petroleum products. This is going to happen in the next 5 years. So think about it like about 100 billion a year of energy products from the USA. And so that makes Mr. Trump very happy. And then what is it in for India? I mean, of course, access to US markets. Instead of having a 50% tariff, we'll be having a zero tariff on a lot of products. And America also hopes for a zero tariffs on Indian market because, of course, Indian market is much bigger than the American market, 1.4 billion people versus 400 million people in America. And but of course, the purchasing power is much more in America than India, according to the Commerce Minister, $90,000 per year in America as versus $3,000 in India. But let me tell you, as a person who is familiar with America, not many people earn $90,000 a year. That would be your upper middle class who earn that kind of money. Vast majority of Americans would be in the $2,000 bracket and below also, and $3,000 bracket. That is what Americans earn. So it's about $36,000, $40,000 a year. And Of course, the agreement can be changed by Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump is a man of whims and fancies. Uh, Look at the video he's put out now of Obama family dressed as apes and all that, which is really in super bad taste. Why would someone do such a thing? Uh, anyway, to continue, it seems to be a good deal on the face of it. It'll open a lot of US markets to Indian products. And also, according to Prime Minister Modi, the main currency of India now is trust. And he's on a state visit to Malaysia and meeting the Indian community there. He said one of the main currencies of India is trust, and is very happy at all the deals that India has concluded, the free trade deals with Australia, New Zealand, USA, European Union, etc. And according to him, India's the way foreigners see India has changed, not seeing it just as a huge market to sell into, but also a huge market in which they can invest and put up companies and things like that, create more jobs for Indians. I particularly see possibly a technological explosion if European companies in the tech field invest in a big way in India. So all your computerized products or software or stuff like that could be worked on in India and developed in India for Europe and, of course, the world market. Similar is the case of American companies, but it's a big if American companies would invest in India because they want everything perfect and they want the best possible deal. So I don't know how that would work out. Anyway, it is something for India to celebrate, and good luck to us. That's what I would say. And at the same time, I would make a strong case for lowering our income tax to zero. Yes, you heard that right. If a tiny place like Dubai can have zero tax and put more money in the people's hands, no income tax in Dubai, and also on any businesses, as I understand, if at all, there's a 5% tax. So we in India, with a much huger market, can also do that and have 0% tax. It puts more money in the people's hands. The entire paycheck would go to them instead of having 30% gone to the government. That is my uh, idea, if I might say so. It would create much more buying power for the average Indian. So lots of goods and services will fly off the shelf, and that would be something good. Am I right? Create more opportunities for employment and increase your businesses, have more companies set up or more extensions of shops and businesses that could employ more people because there would be more sales volume of product going out. And the government would gain by indirect taxation. And I think that would be more. So that is my idea that I put forward to all you people. Hopefully, maybe somebody in the government is listening to this podcast. Uh, so the Indian cricket team won against USA, but it was all touch and go. And at one stage, it was 77 runs for 6 wickets. And everybody thought that they're going to lose. But then Suryakant Yadav saved the day with 84 runs and brought the total to 169. And Indian bowlers did their magic and took out USA, and it was 132 runs for 8 wickets or something like that. And so they scraped through with about a 29-run victory. So that is the state of Indian cricket just now, but good going anyway. They won their match. And So that is the sports highlight of this program for you. And while we are at it, let us say that Mr. Vishal, who is the playback singer, says that it's up to Arjit Singh if he doesn't want to be a playback singer and wants to concentrate on his music. That is his journey. So let him do that and don't be bothered about it and all that. Because Mr. Arjit Singh had made a statement that he doesn't want to do playback singing anymore, probably fed up of it, or he wants more control over his music. And so he will probably be doing more independent music. Though I believe Kamal Hussain, the actor, has asked him to give the music for one of his new movies in the works. So we'll see what's with that. And the world news continues with Mr. Trump saying that he wants the Ukraine and Russia to do a peace deal by June. And the reason for that is not because he wants bothered about the peace in Ukraine. It's because the midterm elections are coming up in USA in November. And Mr. Trump is very worried because, if he loses the midterm elections, then he will lose control of the House and the Senate, and it will go to the Democrats. And that will be a big problem for him if he gets impeached, for example. I don't know what would happen if he does get impeached because he's already been impeached twice, I think, if I'm not wrong, and nothing has happened. Uh, the ICE raids have not been popular across America, and apparently he doesn't seem to recognize that. And then releasing a video showing Mr. President Obama and Michelle Obama dressed up as apes doesn't really help matters. Uh, I don't know why you would do that and sow division amongst your black voters, your black Republican voters, for example. They won't vote for you then. And because they don't want to be compared to chimps. That's an old white bait, probably from the Ku Klux Klan days. So that's where it stands. The Islamic State terror group has claimed responsibility for the bombing that happened at a Shia mosque in Islamabad. And apparently they want to continue onto that. And there was attack also, of course, by the Balochistan people who do not want Chinese people to come there and take away all their minerals and whatnot. They want more Baluchi participation in that. Uh, India is very happy that the USA in the recent maps have shown Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Aksai Chin as part of India. So that's a wonderful thing to celebrate about. But now let's have it in reality. That's what I would say. And what more can we tell you? Uh, there's still pothole problems in the city of Delhi, and the Delhi chief minister has said that she's going to put this on a war footing and make sure that all open pits, excavation sites are monitored closely, have signage and barricades at the proper levels there, because it's very dangerous. Already two people have lost their lives, one in Noida and the other in Janakpuri recently, young people, 23, 25 years old. One was a tech person and the other was working in a bank call center. So we need to pull up our sleeves in Delhi and get it going. And what can we say? The AQI in Delhi has improved. It is in the 120, 119 level, which is a vast improvement from having it in the 400s in the morning times. So maybe things are moving in the right direction. Who knows? But on that note, we leave you and do subscribe to the Aaron Zero Show and Today Noise. Thank you very much for watching.